The press conference was about a new partnership. But lurking in the background is a feud with the Métis Nation of Ontario. Manitoba Metis Federation President David Chartrand says Ontario is admitting communities who aren't Métis.
Unanimous 3,000 leaders from all across the province saying one thing very clearly: if Ontario ever brings in those people that are not us into our Métis National Council, into our nation, MMF will relieve himself and leave the MNC.
Something that MNC President Clem Chartier says threatens the Métis Nation as a whole.
And now we have this great threat from the east, these hundreds of thousands of people that call themselves Métis simply because they have some Indian ancestry. They are not part of our history. They're not part of us.
Leaders say a lack of consultation and funds led 7 Métis communities to form the Alberta Métis Federation 2 years ago. But as chairperson Diane Scoville says, the new organization needs funding, which an MOU with the MMF will help with.
Our goals are to share resources, energy, and to work together to present a stronger and more united voice on various issues to help the Métis people in Alberta, Manitoba, and elsewhere.
Chartrand says the MOU will allow his organization to offer assistance.
But it's a hard road. It's a struggling road, especially when you know you have little funds and they have limited funds and they're not getting no support from the Métis Nation of Alberta, so they've got to fend for themselves. But now they have a big government like the Métis Federation and a real government that'll sit down and work with them hand in hand to ensure we have the consultants, we have the proper lawyers, we have the proper infrastructure to help them.
The deep divide revealed itself over the issue of COVID funding. Chartrand accused the Métis Nation of Alberta of refusing to provide COVID assistance to the Alberta Métis Federation. So his government provided $100,000.
And what does this province do? I'm talking about Métis Nation of Alberta. They said, I'm not serving you, you're not our members. You're not in my club. The COVID money is only for my members. That's not what Canada's agreement says. It's for all Métis. So when they did that to your people, that was, to me, criminal in some ways, a human rights infraction in some ways, and I believe you should take them to the Human Rights Tribunal.
Métis Nation of Alberta President Audrey Portra disputes Chartrand's claims.
Well, first, I think he needs to get his story straight. Of course, we received money from the federal government to provide COVID relief to Métis citizens all across Alberta, and we have done that. And I believe it was because Canada recognized that the MNA is the democratic government for Métis people in Alberta. We have assisted people all across the province, including those 7 communities who were there, those 7 leaders who were there. They weren't necessarily representing the community because our money has gone out to all of our regions. So there's nothing criminal about what we've done. There's nothing about any human rights accusations of what we've done.
Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Edmonton.